So I was just telling the missus that I've always had a bit of a thing for Beyonce. Whatever floats your boat, she said. I said, no, that's buoyancy. God, I hope I didn't kill that joke. English is not my first language, as you know. But just in case I did kill the joke, I just want to say that the person who invented autocorrect should burn in hello. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, where you get comedy and shaving in one channel. Today we're gonna shave and sort of talk about Henri and Victoria's ABSINTHE. I've shaved with this a few times. It's new from last week, so we'll be talking about that. We'll use the ML shaving supplies, shaving brush. They're made by Matti Lindholm, as it sounds. He's on YouTube, and that's his YouTube name, so you can check him out there. He's also in a few of the Facebook groups. He turns the handles himself and puts in 24mm synthetic knots, or maybe other knots, but anyway, this is synthetic. It's a really good one from Aggards, and he sells them. He's got a few designs, and you should check him out. Really good brushes. They're good because the handle is long and you can hold it properly, unlike almost any other brush that I have anyway. So very good stuff, very affordable too. Razor today is going to be this little baby, the 9/8 wedge razor from RAÖ. It's a beauty. Can you see the brass lining? Yeah. It's my most beautiful razor. And the details in this and the angles is just pretty phenomenal. And an excellent shaver as well. Okie doke. This I've used it 3-4 times, and well, we'll lather up and we'll talk about it. Don't touch my face. Winter's really on the way, or at least autumn is here properly, so my skin's getting drier. I've been having to put on lotions after the shave most of the time, and I use pre-shave oil more frequently because that conditions my skin and gives a good post feeling. So with this soap, I've found out you need a brush that is quite dry. It has to be moist, of course, but quite dry. Otherwise, it's just a fluffy foam rather than a load, if you know what I mean, on the brush. And I face lather most of the time, so that's important. I've tried this with badger knots, with my horsey knot. I've tried it with, this will be my second synthetic, and it's good soap, gives a good lather. Loading quite a bit here because the brush is dry. That's a matter of preference, obviously. I should do it. So when you put it on and the brush has been dry, the soap is very dry. Now some soaps, it doesn't quite matter. You can have a dry brush, a wet brush, whatever, but this one, in my opinion, really needs to be quite dry when you put it on. Otherwise you have fluffy foam everywhere and you lose control over your lather, at least I do. So that means water has to be put on quite a few times. I'll just put on more while we're at it. I'm home alone. It's me and the dog. The others are at work or in school. It's a Thursday morning. And I've been having a pretty good week. You know, I was nagging on the previous video that, oh God, let's hope we all survive the week. I was in a Sunday mood. And you know, some people say Sunday is a sad day, but really the day before is Saturday. So I've actually done some good stuff at work. I feel proud of myself. It's been a while. It's been pretty rough lately, but that's my job. It is up and down. So that'll be cool. And now in just a short while I'm off to Russia, St. Petersburg, which will be nice, meeting some good people. Is it annoying when I talk about traveling? Does it sound like I'm bragging? It's not the intention, and it is almost always work. And I don't travel for fun, and I try and avoid traveling as much as I can. It's just, again, it's my job. So apologies if you find that annoying. I sometimes put in footage of what I find and nice things I see, or soap shops or whatever. And I do that too, because I think it's interesting. And traveling is a big part of my life. Not my identity, but a big part of the time I spend traveling. So I was gonna say, let me know what you think about that, but screw it. I'll do what I want anyway. So, without too much effort, starting off very dry, adding moisture, water as we go. I have built up what is, in my opinion, a pretty perfect lather. I don't make it as thick and dense as I can on purpose, because then it's too dry for me. Lather is a lot of things, but if you shave with a straight razor, and when you rinse the blade, and if the lather doesn't come straight off, so you have to sort of put your finger on it, then it's too dry. It's one sign to look out for. Wow. This edge is still killing it. Really is. "36 days of growth." Who cares really? But that's what it is. 36 hours of growth. 36 days of growth would be different. A little bit shaky this morning. I'm going to try really hard not to put the edge into my lip. I've done that 3 times now. Once on video, because I talk too much. But I've done it even when I'm not talking. How dumb is that? It heals rather quickly, but it's annoying. This thing is so heavy, it just moves over anything. there where it's thick and it's, you know, a damn whirlpool of growth direction, the flimsy blade would just go this thing straight through. Yeah, that did a lot of good, didn't it? Soap in the nose. Now that I know quite a few of you watch videos on a laptop or even a TV. I know you see everything. Been watching Jim Co, and hence my dramatic voice. Because he uses the dramatic voice. I'm watching a lot of another cut above with Chris as well. Hoping his badass Scottish dialect would catch on, but he won't. It's a pity. I'd like to be able to do Scottish. See? Cool. Very good first pass. So between passes I don't rinse really, because there's no point in getting rid of everything. But it's nice to wet your hands, feel around, see what you've done, and get a feel for slickness. This is a slick soap. Coffee break. Okidoki, numero 2. I'll put lather on. I'm already halfway to Russia in my head. So if you're new to wet shaving, when you do your second pass, if you reapply lather, it's you get a better experience than if you don't. So that's why I'm doing it. Now, is that on the dry side? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Sometimes it is. So what do you think of this razor? Tell you what I think. I think it's damn good. One of the best razors I have. And definitely one of the better looking. Gonna be careful here because I have a here and here. I have like a wrinkle in the skin. So if I don't go real slow and real soft on it, I draw blood. I get irritation. You always want to keep your hands dry too, so you don't mess up your face with the blade, and so that you don't drop the razor, because that would not be fun. Never done that. Oh, why do I say that? Touch wood. Never dropped the razor. So the lather is a little bit dry. It's not an easy soap to work. It's kind of hard to dial it in, like the professionals say. Get the right consistency and moisture content. And while I don't mind a challenge, I find that a bit of a weakness. We get spoiled with fantastic artisan soaps, and there are so many where it's almost automatic. You crack up a good lather, it holds for an hour in the brush, and then it never dries. There's quite a few of those around. And I'm not saying this is not as good as soap. I'm just saying if it is, it's more difficult to get there than with other soaps. Yeah, that's good. The result is good. And while it is a slick soap, okay, I'll put just a touch of water on. While it is a good soap, and while you get good slickness most of the time, you want to keep that slickness. So, I'm not going to say it's a soap that's bad. It's just as much user error or me not knowing exactly how to dial it in, but it's more of a challenge, and that's important consumer information. And it's the 4th or 5th time I use it, so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, good stuff. Cool. If you live in a cold country or a country where temperature differences are noticeable, do you have a different pre-shave, post-shave regime during the winter compared to the summer? Because I do, and I find I have to. I find I don't have to use. I'm gonna take this downstairs just a second. Yeah, I feel I don't have to use a balm in the summer, really. I have been doing for years, just automatically. Alum block from Taylor of Old Bond Street. But I don't have to, and I don't have dry skin, certainly not in the summer. It's actually quite oily. So can feel nice to put a balm on afterwards, but I don't need it. But I do need it in the winter for comfort, and also, to be honest, very much a big reason is I want the skin to be nice and moist and nicely conditioned for the next shave. And I shaved every day pretty much, or 5 to 6 times a week. So skin irritation is no good. Can't have it because I need to shave every day for work. That's one reason why I don't do 3 passes, as I've said before, because that irritates the skin sometimes. Okay, I'm going to rinse the alum off. But what do you do? How do you vary your pre and post regime? Thayer's Original. One of the best smelling things in the shaving world. Oh, I don't know what it shaves, what it smells like. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like. It's just really good. Have I told you about when I shaved my head for the first time? Not sure I have. It was 17 years ago. I was going bald, and I've never had much of a haircut except for a few years in my teens when I tried to look like Morrissey and at least looked different. I had a hairstyle anyway, but then it got thinner and it was annoying, and I decided, I was up drinking whiskey by myself. Don't do that at home, kids, for some reason, on like a Saturday. And I thought, I had a beard at the time. I think I have told this story, but I'll tell it anyway. So I had a trimmer, electric trimmer for the beard. So I thought, I'll use that. And it was a cheap one, a €6 cheapo thing that I've had for a while. So I turned it on with on the shortest, which is basically as short as you can get, and started shaving here, because that's kind of what you do automatically. So I went bzzz all the way back there, and then the freaking thing just died on me, and couldn't bring it back to life. 2:30 a.m. on the Saturday. So I was panicking a bit. I ended up cutting off as much as I could off the hairs with a pair of scissors, and then just took my cartridge razor and spent, God knows, an hour trying to clean that up, or a long time anyway. And in the end, I ended up like this. I can tell you, if you never shaved your head before, it's a pretty scary exercise. And then about an hour later, my son woke up. He was just a few months old. So Aqua Velva, sensitive 5-in-1, really good stuff. So he woke up, and I picked him up and I walked around with him. He had a tummy ache, so he had to walk around and move him around a bit for it to go away. And then my daughter came down. She was 3.5. Woke up in the middle of the night, came down to the kitchen and screamed as she saw this bald stranger burglar carrying her little brother around. Thought I was going to steal him. But anyway, the rest is history. Haven't looked back since, and this is my haircut now. Thanks for watching. Was a good shave. Challenging soap, not a bad soap, but a challenging soap that leaves me with a bit of a tingle every time. Not sure why. So, not my best soap, but it's a soap that gets the job done, that's for sure. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Off to Mother Russia now, and I'll catch you in a few days. Stay sharp.